Mace Hammertime. Mace Hammertime. Mace Hammertime. The Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour Show. Welcome to the Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour. Introducing your host, a man who needs no introduction, the living legend. He's a fighter, action star, male model, part-time baker, and sweet love maker. His victories too vast to count, his defeats stand at zero. He's the one, the only, the deadliest man in the known universe, Mace Hammertime. With your co-host, expert in training, Ronnie J. And the all-knowing, all-seeing Deuce Almighty. So strap in and get ready for the greatest show in combat sports, the Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour. Aloha, everybody.
Aloha.
What's up,
Aloha.
motherfuckers? This is Mace Hammertime, the deadliest man in the known universe, here with the Mace Hammertime MMA Power Hour show. What's up? All right, so I'm here with the experts.
Ronnie J.
Deuce Almighty.
Tuffy 5K somewhere around here, probably patrolling the Villa grounds. He keeps us safe from any intruders because we are incredibly popular. People always trying to find out where we're at. Unfortunately, you cannot. Well, now we just got back from UFC 279. We flew there in the G6. It was amazing. You might have seen us front rowing it, but probably not. Anyway, it was a good card. We got a lot to go
It
over
was a
here.
pretty good fucking
Pretty good
man.
card,
Definitely.
especially when you're front rowing it like we're always doing. That's a Hammer Time way. First class. First class.
I just want to start off with some nuclear news. Brandon Schaub has some conspiracies about this past weekend's card. Just kind of like, and we kind of talked about it. Like maybe
Yeah.
it was a setup, like to not get Nate Diaz killed.
That is the story. And so apparently Brendan Schaub thinks that the UFC told Hamzat to miss weight on purpose so they could shift the entire card around in a massive game of 4D chess to actually make the card better. Now, here's the thing. I hate Brendan Schaub. All right. He's always texting me, trying to get the inside information because I know all the inside info, right? So he texts me. He's always blowing me up, trying to really fucking to get all the greatest news, which comes from us. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this guy. So I texted him. I said, you know what, Brendan? It's an inside job. I laid out the whole thing to him. He then goes ahead and retexts that. Look where it gets him. Fuck you, Brendan Schaub.
Damn.
That's
And
how Mace Hammertime
you know,
does
The
it.
treachery.
I
What's
started
crazy, for me, I feel like, we all expected it to be a better card because it was more evenly matched. But it ended up being like,
No,
Yeah.
it definitely was.
It's a 6.5 out of 10.
I definitely think it looked the way it should have looked, though.
yes.
Like, no, this is kind of how it should have looked in the right world, and we are right now in the right universe where this is the actual card and how it should have been.
Yeah.
That's really it now. But I loved this. I just wanted to let Brendan Schaub know that I totally did him dirty right there. I started that fake rumor, and you should have seen when they had approached Dana White at the press conference, and he thought Pat Miletich had started that. Now, I'd never do Pat
That
Miletich
was
dirty.
funny.
I would never do Pat like that.
Yeah.
But definitely Brendan all day with his taco truck diary, whatever that guy.
Yo, those are kind of hard to watch sometimes.
He's hard to watch, period. That guy looks.
You're so mean.
All right, yo.
Come
so,
on. So anyway, back to that what the conspiracy theory is that Hamzat missed weight on purpose, and obviously he did not because
Yeah, he was gonna die.
Yeah.
So from his manager's mouth. Now I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you. MMA managers are about as trustworthy as a used car salesman at a blowout sale, but he said that they came in a little heavy. Hamzat, for some reason, had a bad weight cut. Now, this is something that about Hamzat, I thought it was not a problem for him to make 170 how many pounds. And he was actually a small 185 pounder, but he might be walking around about 195 pounds.
Like I'm not really understanding Hamzat, man. Like, how do you train that much, stay that heavy? Like, I know you put up that funny meme about him and Till.
Yes.
But like, is Darren Till genuinely affecting his fucking career?
Maybe
Or-
the people who you have around you do affect.
Also, cutting 25 pounds
So-
of weight will affect your career. And the truth is, I think
And training that hard and not being able to get all that off.
correct. And so I think for him, when you cut weight, and I've already discussed this. I always fight up weights. It's more of a challenge, but for the regular humans, he wants to be a weight bully and cut weight and get smaller. I think your body at some point then rejects that. Becomes harder and harder. Happened to Habib a few times. If you don't get it right, and like it has really come down to a very scientific type of method which they use to do these things now. And if you kind of excuse me, are doing a heavy weight cut, 25 pounds or so, it can be very dangerous. It is very dangerous. It can be exceptionally dangerous if one thing is wrong with that science experiment. And unfortunately, that's what happened, because there's video of him. He was struggling.
Yeah.
just look drained.
Like, what the hell does Hamzat do from here? Does one okay, he needs to get a fucking away from Darren Till. Honestly, like it was kind of funny in the beginning, but every time Darren Till shows up, like something goes wrong.
Yeah, it's a little
Every
strange.
time.
I really, really I love Gilbert Burns. I think he's a top fighter. But he's always losing to the best guys.
Yeah.
I want to see Hamzat fight somebody that I like Leon Edwards would beat him up, I think. At 170 pounds would beat up Hamzat.
Yeah, I can see that.
Leon Edwards is listen, first off, Kamaru Usman would maul Hamzat.
Honestly, Hamzat doesn't have too many easy fights.
Yeah, not
Kevin
left.
Holland was an easy fight. Kevin Holland's not even ranked.
Yes, he's not even ranked. Yeah.
So that was a gimme. And Mershart and all the guys he fought before that, the only hard fight he had was Gilbert Burns ever. Jiling Zhang, the Leech, he's an okay fighter.
That was such a stupid fight.
He's an okay fighter, but
I'm
let's
still
say
not
hang on
over
for
that.
that one. But he's an okay fighter. He's not a top tier fighter though. He's a good dude. He's
Yeah.
he's basically like Chinese cowboy Cerrone. People just love him,
Facts.
because he's just a guy who's game and cool, and people want to see him fight. And he's a good sport. He's an ambassador.
He's been in
of-
the UFC for a long
time.
fucking time, almost 10 years.
And people now are really gravitating towards him, mostly through social media. So that was a good thing for him. Like, people get to know him. Seems like a great guy and a true martial artist. But
sure,
again, these are the guys that Hamzat had beat before, and I think he's gonna have a hard time at 185 pounds.
Yes.
He said he wants to go train with Robert Whitaker and learn from him. I think
that was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think Hamzat's willing to learn that, and he's a martial artist. I just don't know.
I think he only wants to train with Robert Whitaker so he can see where he has the edge, so then he can fight Robert Whitaker.
There is
Robert
no
Whitaker
edge.
would murder him.
There is no edge. Only distraction. If they fought, it's just
Robert
Are
it's
Whitaker.
y'all
over.
fucking what?
If they
Robert Whitaker would kill that man. I'm sorry.
If you think that, okay.
you don't think
Wait,
think
okay.
Robert Whitaker would beat up Hamzat at 185 pounds?
I mean,
He'd beat him up badly, dude. Like, Robert Whitaker is
I'm not like the biggest on Robert Whitaker. Like
nobody. He's really subtly like that with people. And I understand that feeling. He's just not
I guess because he doesn't do anything like spectacular. It's
Yeah,
not
you
like-
you have to
he just
be
beats people.
he beats the shit out of him, though.
yeah,
Like, he beat the fuck out of Marvin Vittori.
He
Like,
did.
beat him up badly.
bro.
He turned him into an Italian punching
It
bag.
started to get a little hard to watch towards the end. I'm not gonna
He
lie.
beat him up, and the only person he's never, dude. But he went 2 times with Yoel Romero.
That shit was
That's an
wild.
hour with Yoel Romero in a
But that's
cage.
still like
That's nuts.
passive fighters.
He wasn't passed from that fight.
Nah,
was
he,
on Yoel Romero, man.
he was not.
He was going against
They were trying
Cuban
to
tank
murder
right
each
there, dude.
other.
I
All I'm
don't
saying-
remember that
listen,
fight.
All I'm
but
saying
yeah.
is I think there's a bad taste in people's mouth about Robert Whitaker because he was thoroughly embarrassed by Israel Adesanya.
Yeah,
for sure.
Thoroughly embarrassed. I mean, to that first fight they had, the second fight was what it was. The second fight they had was more competitive, but it was like watching Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards until he got head kicked.
yeah.
He was just a little bit ahead of him, couldn't catch up to him. He just didn't have an
Mhm.
answer. The first time though, he got sat down and put to bed, and so that made him look really mortal. But boy, when he fights anybody else, he kicked the shit out of people. He just kicks the shit out of people.
Bro.
And, you know, he used to be 170 pounder as well. And he lost to Wonder Boy.
Yeah, so there's definitely a pattern there with like, you know, different like
let's
strikers
see
with
Hamzat,
weird styles.
Yeah, let's see Hamzat go.
I don't believe that fucking Robert Whitaker is a good striker.
He's a
Like,
good boxer.
I don't believe that either. I don't think that he's like a striker. I think that he beats up wrestlers who learned how to strike.
Well,
And I think he's the same way. He's not like fighting any strikers. Hamzat will punch him in his fucking face, and he doesn't do well when he gets hit.
I don't think so. No, I mean, listen, I respect your expert opinion from the bottom of my hammer time heart. And I think that could definitely happen. I think Hamzat has a higher ceiling. I think Robert Whitaker's about as good as he's going to get.
But my point, honestly, was just to say that I don't think that Hamzat wants to be friends with Robert Whitaker. I think that he wants to kind of.
He's just doing a scout report.
Circle back to the original point. I like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
he's a snake in the grass.
Yeah, he's doing deep recon. I mean, that's the kind of thing Hammer Time.
TJ Dillashawing.
Hammer Time likes to keep his enemies close. So, but
that's
yeah,
like Cobra Kai shit.
Yeah. Well, with Hamzat, does he go to 85? Is that where his destiny is? Because I think so. Is he done at 70?
I don't think he's gonna want to make the cut anymore.
I don't think you can rely on him to make the cut. He lost, but he didn't make it by 8 pounds. That's a lot.
I don't know if he's big enough for 185. He'd have to stack on weight.
That would probably make him slower, huh?
That'd make him like less aggressive because he'd use too much energy.
Yeah.
Or he'd train too hard.
Hey, the one thing, listen, I think he's a smart fighter. He could do well at 185 pounds. The thing about Hamzat, though, is like, I mean, he's such a smart fighter. He didn't stand and bang with Kevin Holland.
Facts.
He was scared.
Yeah, if he would have struck with
he took Kevin Holland down.
I don't think that would have went well.
Really?
I don't like with Kevin Holland.
You don't think so? If he can't outstrike Kevin Holland, you think he's going to outstrike Robert Whitaker?
Well, if there's a neutral bar, right, and on one side is grappling, and on the other side of the neutral bar is striking. If Kevin Holland is all the way to the striking end, and Hamzat's maybe like halfway to the grappling end, which means he has a little bit more striking, but he is more of a grappler. Why would he strike with the pure striker? He doesn't win. You know what I mean? He doesn't win that battle.
Strike for strike.
I
don't think he was.
So he was like, "What's my chance of winning without getting touched?"
Hey,
take him to the ground.
I like that. I like that strategy. I'm not opposed to it, but it was definitely a strategy. He didn't want to strike with him.
No, if we're being real though, like submitting Kevin Holland is like a big deal. He's a legit black belt. Like
everyone's a legit black belt in UFC.
Exactly. So I'm just saying.
So they're all white belts then.
Yeah. If
everyone's a black belt, everyone's a white belt.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's how it works. If everyone's a black belt, everyone's a white belt.
Facts.
I gotta think about that. No, dead ass.
All right, so how the hell do y'all feel about Jake Paul Anderson Silva?
I can't wait.
That's coming up.
Love it.
It's gonna be a good fight.
The only thing I don't like about it is he's gonna Jake's gonna get his first 0, or he loses his first.
He's gonna lose. You know what I mean? The O has to go.
The O is gonna go. And unfortunately, it was supposed to be to me, and now Anderson's going to take my glory. Now, Anderson's a good friend of mine. We go way back. I showed him that front kick. I don't know if you ever seen that fight.
I thought that was Seagal.
Oh, whatever. He always says that.
Oh, okay.
Seagal always says that. Seagal has always been stealing my thunder since all the way back in the 80s. He's been using my name all over Hollywood to get clout and to get movie parts, making it. All the movies he uses, those are all my stories. He just took them.
That's fucking
so anyway,
crazy.
Even the front kick to the face, that's one of my specialties. You guys know that. You've seen this in the dojo. So anyway,
couple times.
I mean,
you don't like the show too much.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, look at that. You can't even see it. It's how fast it is. Look at that.
That shit was crazy.
Deadly. So back to this: Anderson Silva versus Jake Paul.
Who wins?
Anderson Silva's gonna beat him up.
I'm gonna go with Anderson Silva.
It won't even be funny. I see the look on your face, so. Deuce. See,
I got Jake Paul.
I know that a lot of
If
people.
you like, hey, that's not a bad choice.
Let's go over this because this scenario could definitely happen. Like again, this is
it's not a bad choice.
It's not bad money on it because he's definitely knows how to throw hands.
He's talented, yeah.
But we'll see. This is a big deal.
But is he gifted?
Hang on, this is a big deal.
That's a bar.
I don't think so.
One thing Anderson Silva does that way better than any other person he's ever stepped in there with is throw hands. He throws hands really well.
He does.
He's really.
It's kind of crazy how he does. He
throws
it
hands really well.
That shit's weird.
It's fucking cool, and he has good head. He's old though.
Is there a tail of the tape I can look at?
Bro,
Anderson's
there's highlights.
They're about the same size.
Yeah. Anderson's not 6'2". The UFC always build him in 6'2". That man is like a good 6'3.5".
Listen, Jake Paul's demeanor at the weigh-ins and all the press so far has been vastly different, and which is probably a good thing. It means I think he's really focused on this to the point where he knows.
I was just about to say that.
Okay, I might have Anderson Silva.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, dude.
Bro, he's
not just his size. I underestimated his size.
He's.
I'm telling you, that man's like 6'3.5".
Was he 220?
Nah, it's just he's 6'2". And Jake Paul's like 6 foot or something like that.
Yeah, 6'1".
Yeah,
like in a short 6'1".
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I Silva's got to be on some gear right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know,
he's got to be on test and all the.
And he'll like losing.
He does not. Like he can handle the loss, but he hates that
dude.
shit.
But you know, here's the thing, and to be fair, Anderson Silva's been stopped once in his career. That was by Chris Weidman, right?
Yeah,
one time. He's been hit a lot, and even Bisping, fucking need him he needed Bisping in the face. Sorry,
bro.
So yeah, Anderson Silva he's not been dropped a whole lot. He's been sat down by Chael.
It was just I'm pretty sure it's just Chael
sat
and
him down, and Chris Weidman did. But in the end, I think that Jake Paul's going to be in a lot of trouble come October 29th because Anderson Silva is not afraid. For one, he doesn't give a fuck. He's already rich, and I think he'd love nothing more than to beat the shit out of Jake Paul in front of the rest of the world and that would probably be the cherry on top of Anderson Silva's career right there. Like just ultimate legend, done deal. And anyway, he's fucking rad. So I got my money on my buddy Anderson. All right. What do we got going on here with one?
We have one championship. The card is coming up in a few weeks. I want to say 2 weeks from now. And heading the card is Taiwan Chai, PK Sanchai. This is a featherweight Muay Thai world championship. And again, we talk about one championship a lot. Again, it's like straight Muay Thai kickboxing. So versus Pechmurat Pechian D. And it's gonna be like a big fucking fight, fucking fight. And there's also some heavyweight kickboxing the same night. They're doing like a Grand Prix, so there's like 4 of them, and they're gonna all fight the same night, and then eventually the 2 who win will fight each other. So it's gonna be a lot.
There's something really nasty about watching giant men do kickboxing
because they're so good at it. They be moving.
But it's when you watch MMA, there's always like, oh, I can take this guy down. But there's guys just standing there like having to absorb body kicks, check those. Like it's like a telephone pole coming at you.
And it's like they fight in a fucking phone booth too. It's wow.
Yeah,
all you hear is just clack, clack.
They don't
clack,
fight
clack.
in a bigger ring.
No.
The ring stays the same for everybody
every time.
It's fucking crazy.
It's like there's not like a heavyweight ring, they're still in there, and the real estate gets a little more valuable in a heavyweight fight, I think, and just I think we talked about how one mics up their fucking gloves or something because
they mic up the way
they have to, bro.
The way the fucking everything sounds. One is like I think everyone's actually paying attention. And I guess in Asia they really fucking care about martial arts. So when you're watching these guys fight, like everyone's attentive.
Yeah.
Like everyone's expertise, or experts. And that's pretty fucking cool to watch. So
yeah. It's a
And
different vibes over there. We've been over
They've
there for
been
a bunch.
watching
We've
it
been
so
over there for a
long.
bunch of different fights, guys. We know how it
Yeah.
goes in Singapore.
yeah, for that Demetrius Johnson fight when he
Oh, yeah.
knocked the shit out of
Front row, baby. That
I
was
forget
rad.
what it was. Moraes.
Adriano
Moraes,
Moraes,
yeah.
yeah.
So we do it VIP style, so we know what's up over there.
But yeah, that card's coming up in a few weeks. So it's gonna be a good fucking card. We'll talk about it more as it's coming up.
Sweet, can't wait to get into that. I'm gonna do some research myself.
All right, so back to the UFC. We had 279 this past weekend.
Oh,
It was a crazy fucking card. A lot of submissions. It was a lot of finishes. On the prelims.
Yeah,
A lot
let's
of
start up.
unexpected moments.
Let's see what happened in the early prelims there. Did
The
anything
early
exciting
prelims
happen?
were fucking it was a decision fest. On
Dumont.
the prelims, there was some KOs. There was a submission. Jolton Almeida submitted.
Oh, that
Anton-
guy.
Head kick
Hang on.
takedown.
Hold the
Head kick
show.
takedown.
Hold the
Yes,
show.
bro.
Hold the show. This guy has potential.
So much.
All right. I liked him. First off, missed the Pleasure Man. Whoever put money in the Pleasure Man, he was not having a lot of pleasure during that experience. In fact, his face looked the opposite of it when he was getting choked out. But this guy is if he fights at 205, which I think he should, he could definitely make waves. I think that guy could be a real problem at 205 because 205 doesn't have a true dog.
He would make
in it
a
right now.
run just using the combo he used. Head kick takedown. I'm telling you.
That's your expert opinion on that?
Yep.
All right.
He-
Ronnie J has spoken.
He will rule 205.
He's
with
a
head
good.
kick
He's a good.
takedown.
Listen, he's a good fighter. That guy's no joke. Pleasure man. Not so good.
Not so pleasurable.
Not so pleasurable to watch fight.
That was not a pleasurable experience.
No,
for
not
him.
for him.
The other finish, one of the other finishes.
Oh
on
no,
the
no.
prelim-
Oh my God, Jake Collier versus Chris Barnett was one.
Yeah,
of the
bro.
ages.
Bro.
Yeah, Jake Collier, Chris
Oh.
Barnett. That was the first card. It was a heavyweight bout.
Who's
a
on the
round
Chris
2
Barnett?
KO?
Who's on the Chris Barnett?
Come
train?
on, bro. Chris Barnett's amazing.
Who's on the Chris
He
Barnett?
got
telling
his
you.
jaw broken.
I'm never gonna get off that
Didn't
train.
even care, bro.
That dude is
Good.
Hammer Time approved.
Yeah.
Hammer time approved.
We got to get him on the show.
Stamp.
We got to get him on the show. We know we have to start getting my friends on the show. I'm going to talk to Chris. I'm going to try and get him on the show.
Oh, he
All right,
trained.
bet.
He trains down at
Let's get him on
Atlanta.
the show. That
Douglas
dude,
Lima
he
gym.
was losing that fight, you guys.
Yeah, he was definitely losing.
He had
that
one
fight.
eye because his eye, dude. When
and his jaw was broke.
well, I thought they were going to stop the fight when the doctor came in, gave him the eye test because his eye was sealed shut.
He fucked his eye
Yeah.
up early.
He did. But because I watched it, obviously I'm a doctor, so I know what he's looking for. But he opened up his eye, and his eye was moving.
It was.
So it was like the doctor's like, okay, I guess you could see, and thankfully they let that go.
Yeah.
And I have no sympathy for the guy that he fought because he
No.
had him, dude.
Mhm.
He had him. But Chris Barnett just
Relentless pressure.
He just didn't care.
he just doesn't care.
relentless pressure.
Something comes out of that
punches.
guy. Something just
1,
comes out of
2,
him.
1, 2. Cross
One,
hook,
two.
cross.
That's why his name
like-
Beast Boy, bro.
Boy, he is surprisingly, insanely athletic.
And on the ground wasn't too bad.
He comes from a family of
just-
martial artists.
I saw that. Yeah, and I just watched him grapple Yoel Romero recently, which was
It was competitive. It was pretty
which is a
good.
cool thing to see. I mean, he's
Mhm.
like, I don't know. Martial arts is a funny sport. We can get away with being deceptively out of shape looking.
But
Anyway,
how-
hats off to
the-
Chris Barnett.
Yeah, shout out Chris Barnett, man.
Shout out.
Real, you're-
heal up, bro.
Yeah.
The other fight that ended in a finish was Dennis Tululin versus Jamie Pickett.
Oh, that was
sadly.
rad.
Yeah,
That was, dude. That
yeah.
guy Tululin is just, you know what?
He just
You-
destruction.
You remember Alex? Coach
Yeah.
Alex?
Bro.
He's like Tululin.
That's
Just like
facts.
just nonstop pressure all the time.
Shout out Alex.
And hats off to Tulun. He was an underdog in that fight. He came out and he fucking won. He fucking
Facts.
won. So
He
good
got
for
that
him.
dog in him.
I don't know if he's a top tier fighter, but he's tough as shit. And he said some dark shit after the fight in his interview.
What'd he say?
He
I
was
missed
talking
it.
about some just like I don't know. It wasn't like it was very Russian what he said. I don't know. I got to go back and hear it again, but he was very
Yes.
much like Drago style.
I didn't even
All right,
hear
now
it.
moving on to the main card.
Yes.
The very first fight was fucking insane. It was Johnny Walker versus Ion Kutalaba. Submission first round Johnny Walker.
I want to say Johnny Walker's back.
Yeah.
Got a new attitude, a little bit more relaxed.
Hey, when he did the worm,
he did
though.
his worm.
When he did
Yeah.
a worm, I almost smacked. I wanted to smack
I
the hell
think
out
his
of him.
aspirations of being a champion are out the window. I think he just likes, he's a professional fighter right now. He can take on fights. I bet he probably makes $100,000 a fight. Fuck it, man.
I mean, but at light heavyweight, like I don't think
He
there's no such thing as like you being done.
Well, yeah, light heavyweight's the kind of one you can lose 4 in a row, and next thing you know, 4 fights later, in the
You
champion.
can literally go 2 and 4 and then become champ.
Yeah, like, that's what happened to Jan, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to Jan.
So
Glover.
Glover too. Johnny Walker could definitely be that kind of guy if he kind of gets older. And 205, you can age at 205.
Yeah,
You could be in your mid
gracefully.
30s and still be a motherfucker that weight class. So
For sure. But Johnny Walker just fucked Kutalaba up. That was like it seemed like it was good. It was like a good match, but it really wasn't. Johnny Walker
he just
was pretty much
dominated.
just like all right, I'm here and I'm gonna just fuck you up. And like I was shocked because Kutalaba's kind of, I don't know, he's kind of like a journeyman, not really though, but
he's like the Hulk though, right? He
yeah,
hulks
he's the
people.
Hulk.
He didn't Hulk nothing then. He
Nah.
Hulked nothing.
He got hulked.
He got Hulk.
Yeah, Johnny Walker.
That shit was crazy.
Johnny Walker looked the best, just the most confident I'd seen him in a long time. He had lost his confidence, honestly.
Yeah.
He wasn't, after he had hurt his arm, and then he had lost after he hurt his arm. Things went kind of sideways for him with his confidence, I think. So, hats off. Let's go, Johnny Walker. I'd like to see him get a couple fights in, because
UFC
when Johnny Walker's on, he's fun to watch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about that up kick, huh?
The next fight was Irene Aldana versus Macy Chasen. Fuck it. I forget how to pronounce her last name.
She lost anyway. So the thing about like, I don't know if you guys know this, but people hit me up all the time on Instacart and everything. So Irene hit me up and is like, "Oh, what happens when I'm down? Where should I up kick?" And people always like, do go to the face. I'm like, no, listen, Hammer Time Way says go right for that liver. Nobody expects it. Guess what happened in the fight?
She went for the liver.
You're welcome. Hammer
Damn.
Time does it again. My advice, wins another fight in the UFC. So anyway, it was an interesting ending though. She popped it right in there, and Macy did not like that at all.
No. One thing about the liver is that when you get hit in the liver, like your body wants to be horizontal. It wants to like lay down.
You gotta lay down.
Yeah, and she did exactly that. Macy did exactly, like, she made no words. She just said, "All right, thank you. I'm gonna lay right here."
People make it sound like this.
Yeah.
It's like a hootie owl.
But that fight was, Irene Aldana, it was kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
Macy was winning some, and then Irene was winning some,
Nice
and then
little scrap.
And then Irene was like, all right, she started like pushing the pace a little bit more. And then when it got on the ground, she was on her back, just flailing her legs, and just happened to tap her in the liver. And I liked how in her
I taught her that. Yes. No. Yeah.
I like how in her post-fight conference, or not conference, but post-fight interview, she was like, "Yeah, me and my trainers practice that all the time." Yeah. All right.
You're welcome. Told you.
In the next fight,
Any fighters want to know? They call me. Rodriguez versus, that was a not.
Li Jingliang versus Daniel Rodriguez.
I'd watch it again.
This was fucked, bro. This is a fuck. Li Jingliang got robbed for sure.
I'd
In
watch
front
it
of
again.
everybody, and ain't nobody say shit.
Hey, can you go bring up those stats again, please?
The
Of what
stats,
yeah.
don't tell the true story.
I just want to see what those were. and
But
how-
so Daniel Rodriguez 89 total strikes to Li Jingliang 78. Significant strikes 88, and then 78.
Daniel
for
Rodriguez was
Li
busier.
Jingliang.
He was busier. That's why he won.
I mean, but
he lost every
Lee
round.
noticeably
individually.
did more damage.
He lost every round individually. Like it was like 10-9, 10-9, 10-9.
Oh no, I got you. I know 100%. I think that they should. Would you pay to run that back? Would you watch that one again?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
D-Rod already asked for a rematch.
I hope they do it. I hope that Lee, because that could be a good little second match.
I think that Li Jingliang fucked D-Rod up. Like
That's why D-Rod asked for a rematch. He was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
we're gonna take it to the street." No, I'm just playing.
No, I
But-
think I think he knows that he got a lucky win there.
Yeah.
Well, not a lucky win. It was a hard win. I mean, they fought for real. He fought. He won 3 rounds. So
he earned that ass whooping.
Yeah, he definitely earned that.
Why?
But
Why
so-
you are something else?
So next was Khamzat Chimaev versus Kevin Holland.
It was a really
And
close fight.
We all thought that this was going to be like a 3-round
Yeah.
slugfest. And
Thought they was gonna go crazy.
Khamzat just did what he did to Li Jiangliang pretty much.
Nah, it was the glove. No, I'm just playing. It wasn't really.
It's Kevin Holland's fault. It's all
Yeah.
Kevin Holland's fault. He went to go touch gloves with an assassin.
No, he went to go touch gloves with somebody. He had problems the day previous. I say that because like that push kick comes out hit him with that's a push kick. That's not really like we know what a push kick
you
is.
know,
That's like,
T-
hey,
little
get
T-
away from me.
the only glove touch Hammer Time ever does is the glove touch of the Hammer Time hook across your forehead.
I feel that.
Don't come on, no glove touch. Let's go.
Yeah, bro. And especially like you have so many opportunities to touch gloves with your opponent. Y'all touch
5
gloves
at a minimum.
bro, for real, because the day before when you're at weigh-ins, or like whenever you meet each other, boom, you see each other, you may shake hands then. Fucking you see each other at weigh-ins. You gotta like face
The
off.
referee already said fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't have to do a
it's a
second
fight
start.
at that point.
You're totally undermining the referee, though. How does he feel? I already started it. Like, why are you restarting it?
I
What
don't
the heck?
think the ref cares.
It's disrespectful.
That
in my
is
opinion.
disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
That's
to the ref.
like smacking the ball out of the ref's hands in the tip off.
Oh, damn.
Crazy.
Damn. I'm learning a lot today. This is crazy.
Seriously. It's
Nah,
disrespectful.
but yeah.
Like glove touches. Let's start the campaign. Glove touching is disrespectful to the referee.
Definitely is.
People don't ever think about the ref and their feelings.
Yeah, facts. I
They're
don't
in
want to
there.
disrespect Mark Goddard.
Dude, the one thing they have a little bit of power. Fight, they say. And then you're like, hey, we're going to go and touch, and then we're going to fight when we want to fight. I already told you to fight. The fuck is wrong with these fighters? Okay.
Yeah.
So-
So Khamzat just Kevin Holland stuck his hand out to tap gloves with Khamzat. Khamzat shot under the fucking hand, and then he took him down several times.
That's why Kevin will never be a champion. I texted him about
nice.
this. I
Nah,
texted him
nah.
about this. He just wants to be liked. That's fine. He's got a good career being liked and saving people out in the streets. But
he also saved D-Rod's fight. He made
He
sure
did.
that D-Rod got a fight.
he did. Yeah.
Stand up dude, Kevin Holland is.
No, he's a
Yeah,
good
facts.
dude, but he's got to stop being like he's got to.
Stop being a good dude.
I'm not in the cage. He's got to stop being a good dude. Just really, he
For
could have.
real. He would get a lot, like if he was more violent, he would get a lot farther. Because like when you see him strike, sometimes you see like this semblance of like something come out of him, like some really like he'll do something really cool or really violent. You're like, whoa, okay, what was that? He needs more of that. Honestly,
Yeah. It's too much show.
yeah.
He's just a personality that can fight. He'll go on to be a, like social media and do all kinds of stuff after. He's
But
not going to be a
such
champion.
waste though.
Not really. I mean,
You wasted brain cells, kind of.
he's
He's
making money too, though. I mean,
A
He
lot
is
of
he's a
making
busy
money.
fighter. He's the
A lot of
kind of
money.
he's the kind of guy UFC likes. He fights cheap. He fights a lot.
Yeah.
for sure.
He'll fight anybody. He'll fight cheap, catch weights, you name it. Fucking show up. Kevin Holland's willing to throw hands. So good for him. And I don't, dude. He doesn't really like he doesn't really get fucking his ass. He like
He
taps a
doesn't
lot. He's
get.
like,
He
"Hey!"
doesn't get his ass beat.
Yeah. I don't
Which
think he's
is
had a-
crazy.
So he's just stacking. He's stacking cash, getting followers, saving babies. Guy's cool, man. Like good for
Yeah.
him. But I don't think there's any chance Kevin Holland ever becomes anything more than what Kevin Holland is now.
Nah.
A superhero. Just a slightly
but
good
he's
fighter.
dude. He's fighting on fucking pay-per-views.
Yeah,
He's not even ranked. He's on a pay-per-view.
which is crazy.
Who the
So-
fuck does Kevin Holland fight next?
Whoever
He's
he
170 pounds. I think Jeff Neal maybe.
wants. Ooh, I
But
would
Jeff
watch
Neal,
that.
but Jeff Neal's like ranked, isn't he?
Yeah, Jeff
Like
Neal is
Kevin
ranked.
Kevin Holland
Well,
isn't even ranked. Like what the fuck are we even talking
fight,
about?
He can fight Masvidal
Yeah, but again, Masvidal's ranked. Like why is Kevin Holland getting these fights?
because he's
He's-
Kevin Holland.
I know it's bad, right?
He's good though. Like
He's not good.
He's
He's okay.
not
He just
good?
takes fights. He fights cheap and he fights often. Like when he fights, dude, Vittori, he lost to
loses-
Vittori.
Yeah, very.
Like he beats like losers.
He fought like 5 times in 2020.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Thiago Santos beats him up, like top guy, but he gets all top guy fights. He never wins.
Yeah, but I think he's definitely spreading himself thin. Like, it's hard to be.
He might need to chill. a
Well,
little bit.
if he's getting 100K on all these fights in 2020 alone, he probably made $1 million
Facts.
just taking fights. Look at this shit, dude. Every week he's got a fight.
Bonuses.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
damn, bro.
I see what's up with him. And again, none of those he got submitted in round 2 by Tim Means. He got submitted by Tim. Oh no, he beat Tim Means. Good.
Yeah,
That's the last fight he had that he won was Tim Means.
I mean, and then he beat Cowboy
Oliveira. That's fine. Like he's
fucking draw with Kyle Dawkins.
terrible there.
Lost to Vittori and Brunson.
Yeah.
Beat Ronaldo Souza. Charles.
Oh, he beat Jacare, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
remember
right. He did that. He did that. That one. That I teach
See,
that
that's
punch
what I'm
too.
talking about. Like,
Beat Joaquin Buckley.
But he's still like, how the fuck is he not? Is Joaquin? He fights Joaquin Buckley again. Let's see that again.
Ooh.
Battle of the fucking biggest no-name or the big named unranked big names. The biggest unranked big names in UFC history are Joaquin Buckley and Kevin Holland right now. They are ruling.
They should be like co-maining the card this weekend.
They very well could be. Kevin
Kevin
Holland didn't take any damage, just got his ass ragdolled.
All right, so moving on to the co-main event of the evening.
What's that? Diaz and
Oh wait, no, that was the main event. Yes, Nate Diaz
Yeah.
and Tony Ferguson. Thank God this fight happened.
it
Thank
was
God this fight happened.
Nah, Nate would have floored Combs out, if I'm being honest. He would hit him with that one.
Crickets.
I don't know about
Y'all are
So,
haters, bro. Diaz 209.
yeah, bro, he really tapped him out with 2:09 left on the clock.
That shit was crazy.
That was very, very cool. I think that fight happened about 7 or 8 years too late, but it was cool to watch them
Twirl around.
yeah, it was Tony
It was
Ferguson.
awful.
Like, I don't know. I think Tony Ferguson is got somewhat delusional at this point in regards to
I'm back.
he's not back. you
Y'all
guys.
know how I feel about Tony Ferguson.
Simply put, Tony Ferguson is not a
Old person's home
well, he's
with a helmet.
Tony
Stop.
Tony is not a technically, fundamentally good fighter in any stretch of the imagination. He does
Yeah.
crazy things that he gotten away with for quite a long time. A lot of unorthodox movements, and because of athleticism, his ability to absorb punishment, his ability to adapt quickly, and his reflexes and his athletic just got away with it. He can't do that. He's just done.
This
If you
fight-
can't outspeed and outpace a Nate Diaz at this point, like, how do you expect to go against like a 28-year-old, 29-year-old lightweight that's like gunning for the championship? You're fucked.
You don't. You're just food.
You're fucked.
When you turn your back 5+ times in a fight, you don't want to be there.
He does that a lot. Actually, that's one of the things. It's just he's like
That's what made him him. Everybody was like, "Oh shit, that's crazy." He turned his back and he died and he missed. But now it's like, "Oh shit, he turned his back." That's not.
I just don't think Tony Ferguson's going to go quietly into the night with his career. I think he's going to be really ugly, like worse than BJ Penn.
bro. What if he gets fucking What if he gets Thomas Almeida by some dude?
What if
Dude,
he gets Tony Ferguson?
He is.
Out.
I
What is-
don't listen. I don't disagree.
You
He's
just
like
don't like Tony Ferguson. You never have. You
What if Tony Ferguson gets Tony Ferguson?
like he just like something just so awful happens. He just makes his own.
Someone teeps him in his jaw and he
God.
falls asleep again.
he just can't do this anymore. Like, well, I mean, I think I don't.
Thank God
many-
he did not fight the Trailblazer, bro.
How many? Yeah, no, he's supposed to fight Kevin Holland.
Nah, he would have ankle picked him.
He would have got lined right. You seen what he did with what Kevin Holland did to Joaquin Buckley? How it looked like he got hit with a slingshot. Like, come on, bro.
Why can I imagine that so vividly,
Come
bro?
on, bro.
And you know what?
His mouthpiece just falls.
You know what?
God
You know what I
damn.
realized about Tony Ferguson when I watched him fight Nate Diaz is that he's not that big.
No,
No.
he's
He's a
like
small
5'8".
dude. He's a small dude.
Yo.
I thought he was the big guy.
Nah.
I thought he was
he
like a-
looks big against 5'8" lightweights.
I think they say he's 5'10", right? But he
Yeah.
can't.
5'11". He's like
There's no
5'8".
way he's
He's
5'11".
not 5'11".
Y'all gotta remember, like he got disc degeneration. Like he's old, bro.
I bet he's 5'9".
He's definitely getting shorter by the day.
But he looks small compared to Nate. And if he was in there against Kevin Holland, he'd have been like a little twerp. Like he'd have been so much smaller than him.
He would have got hit with
Because Kevin
1,000
Holland cuts
strikes.
weight to make
Bro.
170. You know, he's big. I think Tony Ferguson weighs probably like 174 pounds. You know, he's not like
I
a
love
huge
his
dude.
walkout music.
What was his walkout music?
The boom boom
I was in the VIP lounge and they're coming out, hanging out. All right, so so Nate Diaz, where does he Nate Diaz looked pretty good, honestly, but it was against Tony Ferguson.
Yo, Jake Paul drops out. Tony Ferguson hops in, fights Anderson Silva.
Nah, come on. Tony Ferguson?
What is wrong with you? What is wrong?
Wait, no, Nate Diaz.
Oh, yo, yo.
Wait, that was like
you're
I,
fired.
I
You
was
almost
imagining that
fired.
fight in my head. But we're talking, what if Nate Diaz replaces
Nate Diaz.
Jake
Not-
Paul.
Not Tony Ferguson, but replaces Jake Paul.
No, Jake Paul doesn't get replaced. Jake
Diaz
Anderson
versus-
Silva
Nah,
gets-
nah. Jake Paul's. I don't think Jake Paul's gonna fight.
You don't think he's gonna fight Anderson Silva?
I don't know. He might get nervous between then and now, and he might not. Something might
Yeah.
happen.
We see what happens
That
when
fight. I'm not gonna say it's because of Jake Paul, but I'm gonna say that might not happen.
Well, where does Nate Diaz go from here?
BKFC.
I don't know if he's gonna
Sign
want.
Bro, that scar tissue is gonna be awful in BKFC.
I don't think he's gonna do BKFC.
Nah. But
like one championship.
He's he's talking about probably doing his own thing. He actually had
He's talking about doing a fight promotion.
he had a hat that had a promotion name.
That's
on
right. He's talking
Mm.
about doing his own fight promotion.
Yeah.
He had an interview about that, didn't he?
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. I mean, he's
His
obviously-
brother did it.
He's and Khabib's doing it to a small degree with Eagle FC. Although I've not watched any of the events. You watching Eagle FC?
Oh
I
no, but they're all
know.
free. I keep hearing.
You
Yeah,
can watch them on YouTube.
I think
or
they're
some
on.
shit.
Yeah, okay. Bet I'll check it out then.
Nate Diaz
You know
launches combat sports promotion Real Fight.
Real Fight Incorporated.
That's a hard name.
I like the way
low-key.
Nate Diaz still rocks the fucking hat like it's 2003.
Facts. He still dresses like it's.
He's
then.
still got to 2003
and he makes it
tough
work.
house look.
Yeah, bro. I
People
feel
really
it.
be replicating that
The
shit,
tough
I
house.
feel
He's
it.
got the tough house look, dude.
bro. He should. Why doesn't he call it that? Tough House. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
He can't. Dana probably own that shit.
I tried calling it. The day when it's like my smartphone fight
That's Mike
promotion.
Tyson.
No, that's Nate Diaz.
That's Mike.
Sounds
that
like him.
sounded more like Mike
It
Tyson.
sounds like it's about Nate Diaz more like that.
Yeah, there we go.
From
Yeah.
209.
So
Yeah,
now,
my-
motherfucker, what?
My brother Nick and my mother's Nick's a man.
That's pretty good, right?
That was
Yeah.
that was actually pretty good.
All right, moving on to this upcoming weekend's fight night. Corey Sandhagen versus Song Yadong. And this is honestly the only fight I care about. But there's a lot of fights. I've really been liking these fight nights because I don't know anyone on the cards, and I've been able to watch some upcoming fighters.
That's right.
We were kind of talking about that earlier, even though UFC kind of lets anyone pretty much in for at least one fight.
Totally.
It's pretty cool though. You get to know a lot of fighters, and everyone fights a little bit different. I like taking a lot of techniques from different fighters, so I definitely watch cards like this for different techniques.
Yeah, show us something, right? Show the experts something. Show us something. That's what I want to see. There's something you know what? Hey, listen, Joe Pfeiffer, he's on there.
Hey,
Joe
yo,
Pfeiffer.
Loma
you-
Lubuni.
If you want a contract with UFC, fight like Joe Pfeiffer. He's making his appearance this week. Looking forward to Joe Pfeiffer throwing down again. See how that guy does. Jillian Robertson.
She's training at Go Shed.
She's terrible.
Bro, no, but she be training at Go Shed.
Anybody?
So from the bottom of this card, moving up, on the prelims, we have Nicholas Mata versus Cameron Van Camp.
Cameron Van Camp. That sounds like a fucking kid who goes to a country club. Cameron Van Camp.
Well, he has about 5 inches of height over Nicholas Mata, standing at 6'2".
Stocky fella.
He's also 74-inch reach versus 70-inch reach. And that's just looking at the tail of the tape.
Damn.
So Van Camp is 15-6, and Mata is 12-4. Who do we got?
I want Mata to win just because I hate Van Camp's name.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Van Camp because I feel like if he's a striker, then he's gonna fuck this dude up.
Oh, these are at the Apex.
He just lost to Andre
Fit-
Fiallo.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, I got Nicholas Mata. Is
You
that
got
his
Nick
name?
Mata.
Yeah, Nick Mata.
I want to see if he's coming off a win or a loss first.
Well,
He's coming off a loss to Jim Miller.
No.
All right, so this is a nice little card.
Couple
there.
of losers to start the night off.
Hey,
Hey, what?
They're gonna be fighting for their careers,
Hey,
bro. They're both
Exactly. They
They're
about to
both
put it.
0-1.
It's
If
about
you-
to be a
listen,
banger. They about
If
to
you
put
want
it
to
on
get
the line.
into the good graces of Hammer Time, Mace Hammertime, and the experts, show us something.
And knock
Facts.
people out, bro.
Show us something.
So I'm
Make
gonna
us talk
go
about
with
you.
the
Do a
taller
donkey kick.
dude, with Cameron Van Camp.
No, that name though. Come on.
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Van
Next
Camp.
is a bantamweight bout: Tony Gravely versus Javid Basharat.
Going
Basharat's
Javid.
12-0.
Javid's gonna win.
Yes. I like Tony Gravely though. I like him a lot. He's like a
He's on a
gritty kinda
2-fight
dude.
win streak.
He's dead.
Nah, he
3-fight
like
win
he's
streak.
he's a win loss kind of guy.
Okay.
But,
I don't like those kind of fighters.
NCAA wrestling. Okay, come
Whatever.
on.
I did that.
He fights
too.
out of Coconut Creek though. So he definitely has a
Yeah.
good camp.
I don't know.
Let's check
who's
on the
winning,
other guy.
Who's winning out of Coconut Creek recently? Come on,
I feel
Masvidal.
you. I feel you.
All the
Hey,
good
he
fighters
won a
left
street
there.
fight.
And then Basharat's coming off a win against Trevin Jones. So I'm gonna
the
go with
snow
I'm gonna go with Basharat. He's undefeated.
He's an Afghan too. He's ready to throw down. This guy's got
Hell
a
yeah.
fighting
he's
spirit
probably
about
a
him.
really good wrestler too.
Good spirit about fighting warriors over there. All right, what else we got?
We have next Manaya Agapova.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go.
Myra Agapova versus Jillian Robertson. 10
Sounds
and
Russian.
3, Mariah has, and then 10-7 Jillian Robertson.
I got the Mariah chick.
I
You got
got
Mariah.
Robertson.
Oh my god,
I'm gonna go with Mariah. Why not? I like the name.
she's Russian.
Yeah, shout out her.
She's gonna beat up Jillian Robertson. Jillian Robertson's no good.
Damn, you are coming with
Show me something.
facts.
Prove me wrong, Jillian.
Next, we have a lightweight bout.
You say her name.
Trey Ogden versus Daniel Zellhuber. Zellhuber's 12-0.
Undefeated. I got
He's
him.
coming out of the what's that shit called? The Contender Series.
I'll take him.
You'll take Zellhuber.
Zellhuber.
His nickname's the Golden Boy.
I
There's-
trust anybody who doesn't have a loss. The guy's already lost. That he's used to losing. Fuck that guy. So I'm going with anybody.
Oh, that's the dude that got that lost to Jordan Levitt.
Oh, the one that got twerked on.
Oh,
Even more
that's-
humiliating. Forget that guy.
Damn,
Loser.
bro.
Loser.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
definitely,
I'm
definitely
gonna have to
can't
go with
get
the
twerked
Golden
on.
Boy.
Loser.
All right, so moving on to the next fight in the card, women's strawweight, Denise Gomez versus Loma Lookboomy.
Bro, she is so good. Loma Lookboomy, she really should be fighting at atom weight, but she's a fucking monster at this weight
Yeah.
class.
Well, she's lost 3 times. I'm going to go with Denise.
That was in Thailand, bro. It was
Whatever.
different back there. All right.
I've been there.
She,
Hammer
You
Time
have.
spends a lot of time in Thailand.
you have.
Deep cover.
I'm gonna go with Lookboomy. Actually, I'm lying. I'm not. Denise Gomez.
Bro, I'm telling you,
See.
Luke Boomy is gonna do crazy shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we'll see.
Next, welterweight
Show us
Trevin
something.
Giles versus Luis Costco.
Costco. I got Costco.
He's shorter, has less reach. Let's see. He's coming off a loss to Sasha Palnikov. I got Trevin Giles.
Yeah, Trevin Giles is pretty reliable.
Come
I don't
on,
know about
Costco.
all
Don't
that.
let me down with your low price and your savings.
Trevin Giles is coming off a loss. He's not very
To
reliable
Michael
at all.
Morales.
Oh,
Michael
God.
Morales is a good
Michael
fighter.
Morales. Come on.
He's a good fighter. What you mean? I mean, it was
Next,
You
pretty
know how I feel
competitive,
about
too.
losing?
next in women's bantamweight, Aspen Ladd versus Sarah McMahon.
There was a lot of
Haven't they fought already? Haven't they fought like twice already?
Sarah McMahon. There's a lot of potential with Ladd.
No, they had a canceled bout.
Okay.
There you go. They got to fight now. I got Aspen Ladd.
You got Aspen Ladd?
Yeah, just because I know her name better. The other chick's lost more too.
I mean,
Yeah, I think I got
sure.
Aspen Ladd too. Maybe.
Aspen Ladd has more potential.
Damn.
We know who Sarah McMahon is. We've seen her true colors. 6 losses. She's
Bro,
she's the wrestler, right?
Yeah.
Boring. She's a
Alright,
snooze fest.
Let's go Aspen
Let them
Ladd.
know.
The feature bout on the prelims is Damon Jackson and Pat Sabatini. I'm gonna go with Pat Sabatini because I like his name.
I go with Pat Sabatini too.
Ranja.
Yeah, Pat Sabatini.
We went for the name on Sabatini.
Yeah, I don't because
Do your namesake.
I don't think he
Honor your namesake, Sabatini. Let's go.
Damon-
I've seen Damon
Damon
Jackson fight
Jackson's
before.
coming off of like a 3-fight win streak. And Pat Sabatini is coming off of he's coming off of a 4-fight win streak.
Yeah,
We picked right, motherfuckers.
Yep,
Pick with
Sabatini.
us.
Here's our. Let's see, Battle of the Nobodies. Let's go.
All right, now there were some canceled bouts on this fucking
Boo.
card,
Pussies.
and I'm pissed off. Giga Chikasi versus
Pussies.
Sadiq Yusuf.
Come on,
Why
what
the fuck
happened?
was this canceled?
I don't freaking know. I guess a hangnail or something. I could get Chikazi's fucking babe pinky toe.
I'm guessing you don't like Chikazi.
No, I just don't like when people pull out of fighters. Who knows though? Maybe he's
So
got it.
Sadiq Yusuf will be fighting on October 1st on 211 fight night. And Giga Chikasi, not too sure exactly. No one's really like talking
Who just
about
beat
what
him?
the hell's happened.
Um,
He just lost to
Calvin Cater, didn't
yeah.
wasn't it?
boom, which is sick. But yeah,
He was
What else
talking
we
so
got
much
here?
shit that fight week too about how he was gonna fuck Volk up.
yeah, nah, he's never gonna meet him. So Anthony Hernandez versus Marc-Andre Barriat. That's the first fight in the middleweight division on this main card. Who we got?
I don't know.
Marc-Andre's 32, Anthony's 28.
I'll take Hernandez.
All right, he's in his prime. I'll go with I'm gonna go with Marc-Andre.
I don't like people with 2 names like that.
All right, respect. What you got?
I don't trust them.
Ronnie J?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with what's his name? Tanner Bosner.
Nah.
We on the
it's-
I'm on the wrong one. Anthony
You're not even looking at
Hernandez,
the
I'm
right
sorry.
stuff over there.
Yeah,
Ronnie.
my head got a little bit.
Oh, I wonder why. Someone's
Ah.
getting into the cataract medicine.
All right. Since you don't want to answer, let's go to Tanner Bozer versus Rodrigo Nascimento Ferreira.
Now I'm going to go against. He's got 2 names. I'm going to take him. Nascimento. He's a Brazilian.
Yes.
Forget it then. I'm going to the other guy. I'm
They've been
losing
letting
money.
you
I've been
down.
losing money betting on Brazilian
They've
guys.
been
I don't know
letting
what to
you-
tell you.
That's what I was saying. They've been letting you down.
I gotta have to not go with him. Now he's gonna prove me wrong. That's how that always happens.
All right, I'm gonna go with Tanner Bozer.
Okay, me too. I'm going with Tanner.
Joe Pfeiffer.
Heavyweights too. Pfeiffer.
Be like Joe Pfeiffer.
Be like Joe Pfeiffer.
All right, so Joe Pfeiffer versus Alan.
Are we even gonna debate this? Joe Pfeiffer.
Okay.
Joe Pfeiffer's gonna be the champion of the UFC.
All right, next Andre Phil versus Bill Algeo.
Andre Feely's gonna win for most tattoos.
He's
That's what he wins at. He's not. He's like a low. You know what? He's like a discount fucking Cub Swanson. That guy.
Yeah.
been in the UFC for almost 10 years.
That's what I
bro.
mean. Like it's like he's like
Pack
if
it
there was no
up.
Cub Swanson, he'd be Cub Swanson.
All right, so
I mean, there's only
I'm
room
gonna
for
go
one
with-
tattooed
I'm
up.
gonna go with Bill. I'm
Listen,
gonna
there's
go
only
with
one.
Bill.
There's only room in the UFC for one tattooed up featherweight that's mediocre from California, and that's going to be Cub Swanson. There's no room for Feely.
Bet.
He's second-rate Cub Swanson.
Bro. This
Next,
fight's gonna be crazy.
Chidi Jucani versus Gregory Rodriguez.
This fight's gonna go crazy. I
This
think
fight is gonna be really good. I
Chidi's
like
gonna
how
win, I
Greg's
think.
head is
What
so
weight is this at?
fucking bald.
middleweight is gonna be a good fight, bro.
185.
All right. Well, so what are these guys? Where are these guys coming from? What's the story with these fellas?
So Gregory Rodriguez, he's good at jujitsu and striking.
No
but he's
kidding. He's a
slow.
mixed martial artist. He's good at jujitsu and fighting. Really?
Nah,
And
like he's more
Oh.
all around.
okay, so he's an all-around MMA fighter. So
yes.
This is fifth fight. Oh, not fifth fight this year, but like fifth fight in the UFC. And,
Yeah.
oh,
he's
looks like he's
3-1. So he's doing pretty fucking
He
well.
be
for
doing his
What's
himself.
thing.
Chidi known for? Knocking people dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's a knock people dead guy like me.
Yeah.
Chidi. I like that name though. Chidi. I'm
He's
taking
2-0 in
Chidi.
the UFC. 2 knockouts.
Oh, Chidi all the way.
Yeah. That's
And he knocked out Mark
Chidi
Andre.
Bang bang.
He knocked out Mark Andre. Good. See? Not Mark Andre lost to Chidi. That's why Chidi's had him on the card. Chidi
Hell
all the
yeah.
way. Chidi bang bang.
Exactly.
Chidi. All right. So Chidi has got my money. I know you guys. Who do you got?
I got Chidi.
I got Chidi.
No, all the way Chidi.
He's a really likable dude.
Well, he's got a cool name too. Now this is the one. I
Corey
don't think this. I
Sandhagen
don't. Think
versus Song Yadong.
this is not going to be a good fight. Corey Sandhagen is going to beat the fuck out of this guy.
Yeah. Why are they fighting?
I don't know because Corey
Yeah.
Sandhagen needs a fight.
It sucks because like Corey Sandhagen is so fucking good.
Yeah.
And it's like he can't get over the hump too. There's like that one.
He's
kind of
like Robert Whitaker.
Yeah, and the
Except
same
Robert
with
Whitaker got a
like
lump on him.
the same with Masvidal. There's like,
Masvidal's never good.
hmm,
He was never good. Come
Huh.
on.
he was good in Strikeforce, but that was a
Oh my, he's
long-ass
just
time
like
ago.
he's like okay, but come on, think about it. He knocked out Till when Till was depleted.
No.
And then he had the fucking knockout of fucking Ben Askren, which was, cool. But then, come on, Journeyman George, he's not good. All right,
All right,
but
so-
Sandhagen's actually good.
yeah.
Back to
So
Sandhagen.
Sandhagen knocks Song Yadong.
He's gonna beat
dead.
the shit out of this guy.
There's a 50-minute video on why Corey Sandhagen striking is good.
He's really good at
Yeah.
fighting.
That's all
I've
that has,
seen it.
That's all that has to be said.
Yeah, Corey Sandhagen is a wonderful striker. If you like are really into striking, you really like flashy fighters, Corey Sandhagen is your guy. This weekend,
Absolutely.
make sure you see this.
When he bodied fucking Frankie Edgar to the fucking Shadow Realm, it was
So
rad.
beautiful.
Flying knee.
That was rad. Yeah. What's our time going here? Oh,
So, that is pretty much everything we had on our docket. How y'all feeling, gang?
Pretty good.
pretty fucking good, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. We got a lot of shit. So I don't know if we're gonna fly to the Apex this weekend. We might not be front rowing
Nah.
it, folks, because the Apex is kind of lame. But we will be back next week. Make sure y'all check us out on our fucking
Social
socialized medias.
So on Instagram, we are Mace Hammertime MMA.
Also, shout out to the What's Good the show. We're gonna
What's
be
good 420?
What's Good 420
Hell
show.
yeah.
We're gonna be partnering up with them. We'll send links, hook everything up starting next week, and start this really amazing partnership. And look forward to that. So anyway, we are all done here. This is Mace Hammertime of the Deadliest Man in the Known Universe 500.
Ronnie J.
Deuce Almighty.
Hammer time out.
Ow!